Thank you, Nice too. This is why you're there. You keep us in check.
Yep, just in case you weren't there, I don't know what me and Umi will be saying as of the moment. Anyway, we go to the game, so this is going to be an interesting one, the usual, with Carl TZ on the Kai and the Ryzen with that Impure Rage Baksha. So Umi mentioned that this is going to be a rotation, but look at Super Prince. Just capitalizing on the middle lane, outer turret energy shield, but here comes Sanji on those spokes.
Wow. The early game damage coming in from Echo is quite respectable. Onic can't let that happen again because it might just translate into first blood, which you never really want to give to Echo.
Okay, they're going to find Sanji here, actually rolling right into JP as well. Not enough damage though to follow up just yet. They're going to get their own poke here in on top of it. So very aggressive from both teams early on.
Yep, and even for Echo, actually, they have 3 players, if I'm not mistaken, with the agility. So add up the 4% movement speed from the agility plus the movement speed that the Holy Healing JP has. So it is expected for Echo that they could counter the rotation from Onic. But for Onic, what's really nice is for Super Prince, because we saw him the last time use this Lilia, the threat that he could give. And look at that, he's actually in par in terms of experience.
Okay, Rapidu going to charge up once again. JP could be in trouble here. First blood going in the hands of Super Prince. And, wow. Okay, he gets it.
That's big damn, man. Like, the damage coming in from Lilia early game is really big. Like, when the moment that you hit those first 3 pops on the Shadow Energy, it just allows for this Lilia, especially running with the Lethal Ignition. But now the Turtle, it's one of those objectives that you kind of want to get. It's nice to have in the early game, but Echo could decide to just back off. But looks like they want to contest this.
Okay, Cram using the Dragon Form here. Rapidu going to find the target once again. Trying to keep Carl TZ at base. Sanford going to jump in with the penalty zone. Do they have enough damage? Turtle going to go ahead and reset. Cram will fall. Still going to be going for it. They're whittling away. Sanford goes down next. Turtle now for the taking here. Who's going to be able to grab it? It's Carl TZ. Ryzen is in trouble.
Wow.
And he falls as well. It's the trades here happening for that first Turtle.
That's the one rare Holy Baptism kill that we see, you know?
That's a Holy Baptism.
Holy Baptism killing one person, my God.
I thought you were going to say my guy.
No, I have to stop saying that.
Okay,
change it up.
To continue the discussion for Echo, right? It's as if a majority of the Rizla users has been functioning as a counter-initiator. So most of the time we see Rizla do the setup. But this time around, whenever someone is in danger for Echoes, Sanford's just there on the penalty zone, which, by the way, was on point. Look at JP, also on point on using that Holy Baptism against Onic.
Quite unfortunate, though, that if only the full barrage was a bit towards the right, that could have been a flicker or whatever coming in from the Clint. But you know, you can't have everything in the world. And right now, Sanji and Super Prince are battling it out. I do think that having the black shoes on Valentina is a bit of a waste, but it's a good escape tool.
Just in case for the pokes, if ever Super Prince wants to go 1v1 on a lane, then probably it's a better choice. Or even for Sanji, just for those taunts, and then just go out with the black shoes. So discipline again for both. But BettyQT already has a corrosion sight. Now for Nets, that is the endless battle. So a huge difference in terms of the skill set for both Golden heroes.
Okay, both of them just, at this point, you know, we're at that, like Womi said before, it's kind of just a stalemate. It's a lull, right? They really can't find what they're looking for. You thought there was going to be a play up top side as well. They couldn't find a pick. Now Sanji going to be the focus, but really what it's all going to come down to is setting up for this next Turtle here. And that's what Onic is trying to do. They're trying to have that advantage in terms of the positioning. So they're going to find Sanford. They do get that flicker out. He's not going to have that for that penalty zone combination anymore. Both junglers get position for this Turtle. There's going to be the jump in. Rapidu goes in too. They already go for it. He's going to be zoned down, locked down with the heavy spin. Cram will fall. Turtle going to be secured by Ryzen. The healing is there though for Echo as well. They keep everybody alive. They lose the Turtle.
Quite the unfortunate game here for Cram. He's always been the target for Carl TZ to get pinned down and bursted. And I just gotta say, if you're playing this Yu Zhang, you kind of want to be the one who's a menace in the fight. But another one.
Oh, they're gonna find BettyQT. He's gonna flicker out. Still Rapidu with him, but Nets not able to go. He flickers in. kill!
Right on
Nets!
spot.
It's high noon!
It's high noon, baby! And Sanford goes down as well. That's 2 people outside of Echo. And Onic will be securing 2 free kills.
Battle of the West at the top lane, and it was actually Nets that won that team fight. They're not done yet.
Oh, that was a whiff there, though. That, unfortunately, they were looking for something. That was not going to be it. Now, Carl Teasy making his way here, too, to help them keep this alive, this turret sustaining. Rapidu going to jump in. Not sure if he's going to really be able to do anything, but again, that could have been something great for Onic. Unfortunately, it didn't happen.
Probably for Rapido, what he wanted to do is to go for that ultimate and go in with a flicker and then ultimate. So for Onic Philippines, they are on the lead. It's 382, but for Echo, I mean, they are a bit intimidated or somehow pressured by the clearing of minion wave by Onyx. So earlier it was Benecutie at the lead, but because of the death, Nets is now at 4,700. And Hunter Strike as well here for Cram. So Cram has just to be composed for the next team fight. And it's as if everyone's just ready again for the Brawl Fest here at the middle lane.
I love the item choice as well coming in from Nets. It looks like he's going to go for the Blade of Despair. We rarely see this item anymore. It's usually going towards the Malefic Roar, a bit cheaper than the Blade of Despair and really counters the tanks in the current meta right now. But Onic, they're backing on pure damage here, and they're going to be the ones pulling the turtle on their side. Sanford just zoning out Rapidude, and looks like Turtle will be facing Echo for quite a bit. All people from the side of Echo already present here, but Clint is nowhere to be seen.
Yeah, so the numbers advantage is going to be there. Sanford using the penalty zone, but look at what's happening in the bottom side too. They know he's going to be there. Looks like JP also found Nets. So we got 2 things happen here at once. Nets going to kill JP off camera, pushing him back off the turtle. Carl Teasy waiting there. He can't get the turtle. It's secured by Onic, and they're going for this fight as well. Sanji going to be in trouble here. Ryzen threw over the wall. Now going to go ahead and focus Sanji down. The rest of the squad coming to find Sanji. Sanji, you can't escape this one. He will fall, and Cram picks up a kill.
Again, a skill after a skill for Super Prince with that Enchanted Talisman, and 2.1k gold lead for the side of Onic. And it was a nice diversion play actually for Onic, because Nets was just there. He was able to kill JP during that moment, and Benecutie was forced to clear the minion wave at the bottom lane, and this happened at the top lane. So a lot of objectives taken by Onic, and there was no trade from Echo. Super Prince is dealing massive damage against Echo with a 26,205.
Yeah, a lot of great Lilia games lately, especially today. And right now, Echo, I feel like a lot of miscommunication errors for that last team fight. JP was taken down free by the Clint, and now also a botched turtle fight from the side of Echo. Onic is starting to put down the pressure on the Orcas, and the only thing that's working out for the side of Echo right now is still that they have this mid lane turret in the outer tier 1, because that's really important in terms of securing vision around your jungle safely. So Echo, they're still holding on. A 3k gold lead isn't that big, but you could actually feel it in a fight.
Yep, knowing the range as well from both pulse force or support players, okay?
Wow, look at this. Already going to whittle down this tier 1 in the mid lane. Sanji already using that as well. The black shoes that he had stolen from Super Prince. They still hold on to the tier 1 though. They're really trying to keep that there for this Lord fight to come up in about 10 seconds.
Yeah, it's such a crucial position, especially if you're hoping to secure more vision or safe vision around your area, around this Lord area. And this is going to be the first Lord of the game. Onic does have a slight edge over Echo here. But Echo, they're really brave. They would want to secure this for themselves, but this is going to take a lot of effort, a lot of maybe even shocking setups coming in from JP. He does have the Purify though, no Flicker, Holy Baptism that may come from JP.
And speaking of possible initiation from JP, the most viable or the perfect target for Echo is going to be Super Prince. I mean, it's really hard for Echo to penetrate the formation of Onic because of those shadow energies. And look at just the fast clearing of minion wave. And even on the Lord pool, it's hard for Echo to contest because of the range as well of Nuts.
Oh, They're going to have to go for it. Lord's going to go ahead and reset here. It was quite low for a while, but both teams just going to go back it off. They gave that purple buff to Nets as well to help him with the cooldowns here, the charges that he has, and we're back to it.
Yeah, patience is the name of the game here in Onic. They do have a lot of patience. They've been holding on to that Lord for a good minute or so. Now Echo's turn to hold it on their side, threaten Onic here to that with the Lord. This might just be a trap though. Onic has a good position for flanking. Rapidude and Cram looking for the perfect time to enter this fight.
You know what? Onic doesn't have the they have the information now that the Benicute is at the top lane, so Onic might want to force a team fight here.
Yeah, Rapidu going to find Carl Teasy. They're going to try to go in. If Sanford already using the penalty zone, he's right on top of Nets. Nets could be in trouble here. Needs the help. He gets Sanford down. Cram with the Dragon form, and Nets gets the Lord as
There
well.
goes Benicute,
and now they're going to push him down. Sanji waiting patiently.
Whoa!
The team is fighting all around the jungle. Benicute will fall. Sanji being cut off. Carl Teasy going to be the next target. Cram redeems himself as now he's got the 3 kills here after having a struggle in the early game.
Well, Echo did get a few things up there. They weren't able to secure an inhibitor turret in Onic. They got so much more Nets! Oh, wait a minute! He knew what he was doing. I'm sorry, Nets. I judged you too quickly.
I mean, Nets has been doing a splendid job for this game. Now at 4-0-2, even at that last moment, he saw that setup play from Rapidude, and it was against Benicute. Onic right now is at 6k goal lead. Okay, what we see right now for Onic, the strength of the lineup is literally the range. So it's really hard for Echo to penetrate this one. And during that last team fight, the IMU Black Shoes of Sanji was way too far for him to be part of that Lord team fight. So Lord will march in at the top lane. Super Prince, all he needs to do is to zone out the players with those shadow energies again.
Rapidude trying to set it up, but now Cram swimming around the base of the Orcus, and the Lord will be melted down fairly quickly. No inhibitor turret down just yet as Onic tries to pursue the siege, but looks like they'd have to back off. That was anticlimactic as hell. They didn't get anything.
That's a good way to put it. You know, you're waiting for something to happen there, especially with the lead they've garnered themselves, right?
Yeah.
I mean, look at Nets. He is just
10K.
massive in the gold department. Look at the items here, Chantel.
Okay, so he has the Berserker's Fury. Oh, okay. Same goes with the Windtalker, although Benicute has, but it's the difference again in terms of the range and even on the critical. So again, for Clint at this point, 4-0-2, and if you're Echo, it's hard even for Sanford to find Nets. So if you are Carl Teasy, might as well have that heavy spin, find Nets, and secure a kill against him because it's really difficult. If you are the target Super Friends, there's a Purify. So who's the better target? It's Nets.
Yeah, it has to be Nets. Yes,
Target
Nets
Nets.
does have the flicker, but it's a way easier target than a Lilia with a Purify. Now Rapidude might just go for the play here. Finds Carl Teasy.
Gonna find Carl Teasy, but the penalty zone from Sanford again.
Super
On the back
Presto.
side, they go. Nets in trouble. Couple hits away, and he gets taken out by JP. Onic loses their main damage dealer. They have to retreat. And it looks like Gecko knows it as they put pressure now in the mid lane. Eyes set on the tier 1 turret. They're going to drive Onic back here as best they can. Lord coming up in 10 seconds.
Still a 5k gold lead for the Sonics as they try to secure the next Lord. 4-man strong versus a 5-man Echo squad. They will be zoning out the side of Onic here. A lot of damage coming in from Super Friends, but Sanji is there to zone them out. Lord started. Benicute trying to kite them out. Rapidude trying to get that angle, but looks like Echo will continue the Lord.
They have to go for this Lord here. Carl Teasy knows it. Nets now up, making his way to the team fight. It should be a full-on force. Everybody here, and in the backside, Rapidude as well, trying to cause chaos on the backside. Lord gonna come down to it. It's Carl Teasy that gets the Lord, but who wins the team fight? Sanford once again on Nets, takes him out. Nets is down, but meanwhile, Cram, it's 1 versus 3. He tried to buy time, but he will fall. And now on the backside, they're still going. Super Prince and Ryzen here. It's a bloodbath for the Lord. Echo only loses one, and they make a straight line to the base of Onic.
Big wave topside. Echo could try to end it all. It's a 2v4 here, and they could just go inside the base right now. Big wave as well, waiting in the top with the Lord as well. Can Onic defend this? 8 seconds on nets.
Although
Here
this
they go.
one, there's a minion wave though.
They're waiting for the wave. Super Prince
Oh, whoa, whoa,
use the
whoa,
black
whoa.
shoes. It's down to him and Ryzen. They have to buy a couple more seconds. Nets now up to help defend.
Ryzen!
Ryzen gonna be in trouble. They gotta clear the waves here. Rapidu gonna jump in now.
Full
Lord
barrage.
Well, full barrage comes down, clearing the minions. Echo, can they end it here in a sweep? Onic Philippines defending for their lives. They bought enough time so far.
I don't think they're giving Onic the time to breathe because there's another minion wave plus Sanford as part of the team fight.
Yeah, and they're gonna back off. Onic successfully defends, but they lose their 5K gold lead
In an instant.
in an instant. Their 5K gold lead that they held on for the last 5-6 minutes, suddenly gone. Echo now holds the lead. A 1K gold lead, but yes, all inhibitors down for the side of the Sonics.
And for Echo, it was again on the decision making, more of a macro play because they literally zoned out the player from Onic that should actually zone out the jungler of Echo. So Rapidut has his attention on the other players of Echo, while Cartes was just there focusing on the retribution on the Lord. And after the Lord secured, he went in for that heavy spin and was able to actually catch 3-2 players from Onic. That's why the gold is almost close for a majority of the players for both Echo and Onic. But the Qualities again has the blade armor, also Sanford as well.
Man, the spacing coming in from Benny Cutie in the last fight was really good as well. I was for sure he was gonna die. Full barrage puts you in the
Yep.
state where you just stand. And you had
stand.
like 3 people right in front of him where he wasn't dying. I'm not quite sure how he did it. Hopefully he could just bring it back the next time. I'll watch the replay. And that's what I'm gonna do. And 20 seconds from now, the next Lord will be popping up, and it will be an Evolved Lord if they wait for just a bit. Echo would love to have their hands on that one.
Yup, and for this Lord that will spawn at around 10 minutes. So we already have Immortalities. Okay, so next, we went in for that Rose Gold Minter. And this is Super Prince just using all those skills for this Lilia. And 17 minutes, I highly doubt that this Lord is going to be secured at around 19 minutes, not unless there's going to be a sandwich play from the back from a Rapidut. But yeah, there was a gap in terms of the earlier level. When the Lord was secured, Sanford was just at level 12 or level 13 as compared to the level 14 Cram earlier. But anyway, it's 80-minute game time. Both junglers has Immortalities.
Man, this is not an Evolved Lord. They did not wait for 5 seconds, and now they're gonna fight for a level 2 Lord 18 minutes in.
Conceal play gonna come through. Sanford also looking for his own angle here. Rapidu gonna charge up. Sanford waits for his dodge back. Rapidu not gonna find the target. Come down to Lord. Carl TZ gets it. And now they go on for the fight. Ryzen trying to roll on out of there, but he's gonna get heavy spin locked down and slowed. And he will be whittled down. Immortality gonna be popped. Rapidu's gonna jump in looking for the rage. They get him. They look for it.
Oh,
but the barrage comes
Oh!
through. Benny Cutie with a massive ultimate. And Onic Philippines will just fall apart as Echo doesn't even care about Cram. And they march with the Lord into the base to keep the streak alive. Still undefeated. The defending world champions are on a streak.